Yo, what's up, guys? James Keller MMA. We're back. We are back with another episode of the Prospect Watch, and today we are joined by an undefeated 4-0 prospect fighting for his first amateur title on March 28th. Yes, please welcome Angel Cortez. Angel, how we doing today, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Taking a bit of a rest. Had some good training this weekend, so should be good.
Nice,
How
man.
you
Nice,
doing?
man. Well, like I said, you are fighting for the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight title on March 28th against Cyrus the Virus Mathis. How has it been preparing for your first title fight? What has camp been like going into this fight?
It's been pretty good. It's been a really long camp. I just fought before this fight, so I was in like a 4 week camp for that. I was trying to get ready, trying to get on a card for something before that. So I've basically been in camp for like 12 fucking weeks. But it's been good. I'm in great shape. I'm feeling good, injury free. I'm excited.
Just nonstop training though for 12 weeks.
Yeah, nonstop training. Eating pretty clean for those. It's been
That's
a
good
long
though.
time. Been a long time. Ready to get that belt and get out of this camp for sure.
Well, with this fight being a 5 rounder, are you doing anything differently heading in there compared to your previous ones?
Not particularly, no. I've been going to Joe Terry's strength and conditioning coach. He's been getting me right. Just listening to whatever he says, listening to
Mm-hmm.
whatever my coach Ryan Blackerby says, just trusting the process. I'm sure if I listen, do everything I need to do, I'll be ready for those 5 rounds. So
Yes,
nothing
sir.
much, just sticking to what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Well, this fight being for your first amateur title, this being for the Cage Aggression lightweight belt, do you see it as a big opportunity, or is this just another step in where you're trying to go in your career?
Honestly, no. I don't look at it any differently than my previous bouts or competitions. It's just another step. I enjoy competing. I enjoy fighting. It's a really good outlet for me, so I'm not going into this fight any differently, to be
I
honest.
got you.
Going in there.
So you don't put any weight in a title or a belt like that?
No, not at all, to be honest. This is about like the journey for me, crucifying my flesh as a martial artist, becoming a better person. So a belt would be nice, but my life will be the same after this fight, to be honest. I'm
I
just going
see.
in there ready to compete.
Well, Cyrus being the champion, how do you feel like you match up with him as an opponent? Do you feel like he is the toughest test you've had so far in your career?
Yeah, he's for sure the toughest test. He's the best fighter, the most finishes. But I think I match up great stylistically. I don't want to go too much into it, but I think it's going to be a really, really good fight. That's in my favor, ultimately.
If you
But
had to
he's
make a
a tough
prediction,
guy.
you think he's tough?
Oh, yeah, he's a tough guy. He's a game competitor. It'll be
So
fun.
if you had to make a prediction, do you see this fight going the distance, or do you think you could get a finish over Cyrus?
I think I'd get a finish in the later rounds, round 4 and 5, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance, just him being such a good competitor and being so game. But if I had to make a prediction, I'd say fourth or fifth round submission for sure.
Okay, I see. Well, you spoke previously about your last fight. That was less than a month ago. You fought Richard Sturrock, and like you said, before that fight even took place, you had this Cyrus matchup lined up. Did that add any pressure going into your last fight, knowing there was a title fight waiting for you
Uh,
after this one?
to be honest, no. There were people talking about it in my gym, like my teammates mentioning it. I tried to avoid it, tried to avoid posting about it just because I wanted to give all my attention to Richard. I
Mm-hmm.
knew he was a game guy too, really down to scrap. So I just gave all my attention to that. Was ready to get in that cage and not leave. So
I
right
got
after
you.
that, though, I was posting about it. I was excited.
But so were you thinking though going into that Richard fight, was Cyrus in your head? Were you at all thinking about that future matchup for the title?
Vaguely, he was like vaguely in the back of my head, but like I said, I really tried to not think about it, not post about it. So towards the end, I just completely forgot about it. Was focused on Richard, not looking past the dangerous guy that he was.
Well, in that fight, you were able to secure the second round armbar over Richard Sturrock after a dominant showing. After such a dominant performance, how would you rate that showing? Did you think you did well in your last fight?
I think I did well. It was all right. I mean, there'll always be things that I feel like I should fix, I should get better on. Um, I definitely was able to grapple a lot more though, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy about that. My fight for caged aggression actually tore my rib cartilage. I wasn't able to grapple at all for that fight, so it was nice to have a fight where I can actually grapple and showcase how. good of a grappler I know I am.
So yeah, showing off your submission game, was that part of the game plan heading in there to that fight against Richard?
Yep, absolutely. Like I said, I know how good of a grappler I am. I know once I get my hands around a lot of these amateurs, they're not really going to know what to do. So that was a really big part of the game plan. Closing the distance, getting that clinch, getting him to the ground, getting his back like I knew he would. I knew he would give me his back. I know I do a lot of work from there.
Well, looking back to your first fight at Fury FC, your MMA debut in such an established promotion in front of such a large crowd, what were those nerves like? Do you remember what was going through your head when you made your first MMA walk?
Yeah, I was actually super excited. Honestly, I don't really get nervous or scared. I just get really, really excited. Going into that cage, ready to die. Honestly, it was actually kind of funny. I actually ended up being the swing bout. So I was about to fight. They announced I was going to be a swing bout, which is just the bout at the very end of the competition after the pro. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, Fury. It was an awesome organization. Awesome. Hopefully, I get to make my way back there sometime after this. But it was
So
good.
yeah, fighting in such a big promotion in front of such a large crowd, that didn't play into your mental at all?
No, no. I love competing. I love fighting. I love cracking people. So
So
not
you
much,
just
not much nerves there at all, to be honest.
so the bigger the stage, the better the opportunity is for you, you feel?
I feel yeah. I just love competing. I've been competing since I was 12, just nonstop. It's just a part of who I am at this point. It's a part of my life. It's part of my journey. How I become a better person.
Well, in that MMA debut, you were able to secure the first round TKO win over Alexander Sanchez. After performing like that on a stage of that size, what were your emotions like? Do you remember what you were feeling after that finish?
I was turned up. It was awesome. I was hyped. I was still 18 at the time, and if I'm being super honest, I knew he wasn't the best competitor, so I didn't really let it, you know, fuel my ego too much.
Yeah.
But still, winning at that stage in that big of an arena, that in front of that many people, in front of my family, was a crazy experience. For sure. It was one of the highlights of my competition experience for sure.
I'm sure that was an amazing feeling. This fight, the one that you're heading into on March 28th, this will be your second fight in 2026. If everything goes according to plan and you do end up getting that caged aggression amateur lightweight belt, what is the next step for you? Are you looking to keep up this same level of activity for the remainder of the year?
Yeah, when everything goes according to plan, I do definitely want to stay very active this year. I want to try my main goal right now is if I'm healthy to try to make my pro debut by the year 2027. That's if everything goes well. But yeah, after this, I do kind of want to take a bit of a break from MMA and I really want to get some striking bouts under my belt. Some Muay Thai kickboxing, just gain that experience, gain that knee elbow experience, especially for the pros. That's going to be really important to have in my career, I believe. So I want to get some of that under my belt after this for sure.
So after this fight, you're looking to take some kickboxing fights?
Yeah, Muay Thai. After this specifically, I'm looking at TBAs in June,
Okay.
National Muay Thai Tournament. But we'll see, whatever my coach Ryan Blackerby has in mind, whatever he thinks is best, we'll do that and go from there.
Do you have any specific goals set out for the year of 2026 or for your amateur career?
Goals in specific, no, not really. Just competing as much as I can. My only real goal is to crack and hopefully turn pro by the year 2027.
I see. Well, your MMA career is still in its early stages. You are 4-0. You're fighting for your first amateur title on March 28th. What do you feel like you still need to prove at the amateur level before you make that jump in 2027 to the pros?
I really feel like I need to prove my striking. I know my last fight, I came out with a head kick, kind of rocked him, but I have no real striking like performances in my MMA bouts. I think I feel like that might be a bit of a hole in my game, or as some people might think. So I think I really want to gain some pedigree in that, gain some respect, especially in the local community, because I know my jiu-jitsu level is definitely up there. I would say it's more respected, but my striking for sure, I think I can always improve on.
Do you feel like with a good performance over Cyrus the Virus, that can maybe change the perception on your striking after this fight?
Absolutely. He actually just fought my teammate Matt Reddick, who had
Hmm.
actually won TBAs at B class. He was having some real good exchanges there. I know Cyrus himself has won TBAs. He's had a good amount of kickboxing fights, so doing well in that would definitely gain me some respect, which I know I can. I feel like I know who I train with. I know who my teammates are. So I train with good guys. It won't be anything different.
Looking further down the road, what kind of long-term goals do you have set out for your MMA career? What does a successful MMA career look like in the eyes of Angel Cortez?
A successful MMA career would be taking this as far as I can take it.
Hmm.
Like I said, this is more of a journey for me spiritually at this point than any goals. When I was younger, I feel as though maybe I had a lot of big aspirations to make it to the big leagues, but I feel like that's more ego driven than anything, and I try not to attach ego to my life or to my goals because I feel like that's just not a good way to live for me. So as far as I can take it, whether that's 2-2 as a pro or UFC world champ, I want to go as far as my body and my mind will let me.
So you're just trying to see how far you can grow personally?
Yeah, for sure.
I get that mentality 100%. Now, I noticed that you don't have a nickname. Is that intentional, or have you just not gotten one that's really stuck yet?
I kind of didn't get one that stuck yet. My last fight, I tried to give myself the nickname Baby just because there's some background to that personally from like my family.
Okay.
But I'm kind of open to whatever. If something comes along and it sticks, I'm fine with that. That's cool too.
Would you like to hear some of my recommendations?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Well, I just got a couple down here. What about Fallen Angel Cortez?
That's a good one. Can't knock that, yeah.
Okay.
What about the other ones?
What about Angel Flash Cortez?
Flash. I don't know about Flash too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What about Guardian Angel Cortez?
That one, it's better than Flash for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't feel like you're rocking with these nicknames too much. This is the Prospect Watch. Do you have anybody you're training without in PAC that you feel like is set to have a breakout year in 2026? Someone you think that we should really have our eyes on?
Honestly, man, most of the guys I pack, most of those guys are amazing strikers, amazing athletes. I think specifically Max O'Donnell. I know he wants to compete in MMA right after Waco.
Uh-huh.
I think people really need to watch for that guy in the 145, 155 weight class. He's tall, he's athletic, looking to get better at grappling. So I think you really need to watch out for that guy for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, before I let you get out of here, Max O'Donnell, before I let you get out of here, is there any coaches or any sponsors that you want to give a shout out to? Anybody that's really helped you out throughout this camp?
I'd like to really give a shout out to Ryan Blackerby. I think most of the guys on the competition team can attest to that guy. I don't think a lot of our success would be possible without him supporting, without him giving up a lot of his life for to be there. So yeah, him and Joe Terry for sure have really made a difference in my athletic career. Shout out to those guys.
Yes, sir. Do you have a final message for your fans ahead of this fight, or for maybe even Cyrus the Virus?
Man, if it's not a dominant performance on my end, it's going to be a crazy fight. So hopefully y'all tune in. Enjoy the fun.
Well, yes, sir. Angel, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate the interview.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, that was the Angel Cortez episode of the Prospect Watch. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you do tune in to Angel's next fight, March 28th, Caged Aggression, March to Glory. It's going to be a banger. Guaranteed fireworks. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. More episodes of the Prospect Watch coming soon. We're out. See ya.